Hey everyone. So every once in a while, I see a news about toy stuff, and I'm like, oh, maybe I should make a video about it. And this time I had to because one, I actually collect a lot of the McFarlane Toys, DC stuff, like the gold labels, this and that. I've changed my displays around, but I do have a good amount of McFarlane Toy stuff, and it's obviously has to do with Hasbro and Power Rangers. Yes, there's some other ones included in this, but I'm mainly going to be talking about the Power Rangers side of things and also what this means. So let's switch over just to go over the official announcement. This is on McFarlane.com's website under news. Yesterday, McFarlane Toys has announced an exciting multi-brand licensing agreement with leading toy and game company Hasbro, adding Transformers, Power Rangers, G.I. Joe, and D&D to their Page Punchers lineup, kicking off with Transformers and G.I. Joe products. Each Page Puncher will include a full comic book and 2 articulated figures. I'm intrigued because it comes with 2 figures. This is where I'm very curious about because that doesn't normally happen. Um, Page Punchers is an exciting pro. But okay, we're not going to go over all that other stuff. So basically, the fact that it said, and this is the quote: from Transformers and G.I. Joe to Power Rangers, D&D, and others, a number of Hasbro brands are known for the rich history and continued storytelling through comics. Page Punchers is a natural extension of these brands, providing the action and adventure our multi-generational fans have come to expect. We can't wait for fans and collectors alike to get their hands on the first product drop coming out early 2024. This is from Casey Collins, the president of licensed consumer products at Hasbro. Um, these are cool. So we're gonna jump out real quick. We're gonna go over here. We're gonna go right just to this. So for those of you who haven't seen a Page Puncher before, I still have my Blue Beetle one in the case. This is it. It's a 3-inch figure with a comic book. This one came with the Jaime Blue Beetle with Graduation Day issue number 1, which is a great 6-issue run. Also, the trade is out on Amazon. You should get it. Now, I don't have any of the larger ones. They have the 7-inch figure ones, which I'll probably add a photo in right here. So the 7-inch figures, I don't have one over here near me. I don't at all. They are also really nice. They come in a nice little box. The thing about this is, yes, we're starting with Transformers. Yes, we're going to start with, things like that. Actually, you know what? Hold on. I think I have, oh, there we go. So you can kind of see this is the larger ones and these have 2 figures with them. So you have, the Stranger Things ones. We have Scorched. These are really cool. And obviously, this is the 3-inch Blue Beetle. They do have Platinum editions and the Gold Label series. So actually, we can click on this one and see if we can see a better. So, oh yeah, those still come with little figures. They make it look like they were bigger figures. So this is where it comes with the 2 figures. So just the 3-inch figures. Let's see if I can go back and find one that is with a larger figure here. This is the one with the freaking Black Manta freaking gold label. This looks sick, by the way. But that's besides the point. This is what the larger size ones look like. They come with a base and, usually a weapon or 2, an accessory, and then obviously a full-size comic. So, yeah, this is the larger size 7-inch one. This is big news, and I'm going to tell you why. For Power Rangers, one, if you've ever seen any of the live streams where I'm on Rollover Queen's live stream with Cosmic Ranger, Dr. Ben, and obviously Ro, we always talk about how the fact that, the comic book, Hasbro never really acknowledges the comic books. And this time it's not because it's going to be McFarlane Toys, but it's it's a missed opportunity not having the comics and the shows and toys and crossover. We finally just got Omega Rangers, But the thing is, we've gotten other ones. We got the TMNT crossover Power Rangers as figures. Even then, they did the Ryu Ranger and stuff like that. And it's how when there's so much stuff in the comics, this means, we could be getting Hyperforce figures with the comics because Hyperforce is currently in Darkest Hour, as well as, their one shot they had. We could get the Death Ranger finally, which I feel like that's probably one of the big ones that's going to happen. Obviously, Draken. We can get Matt as the Green Ranger. We could get the other versions of the Omega Rangers with, Trini as Red and the newer ones. There's a lot of stuff they could do. We could even get villains. They can give us Alpha 1. We could, like there's so many opportunities, and especially with the comic books, because one of the things is the comic books are so good. They're great. And Melissa, like I said, Melissa Flores is writing amazing with that. We also had Ryan Parrott, Kyle Higgins. We've had all these great writers and artists working on these comics. And very rarely is there any promotion for them outside of social media, And page punchers, like I said, you go to Target, they're everywhere. They have end caps, and I see a lot of people getting them because when you get a first issue of something, it's a good introduction. Now, I could see maybe even some of the one shots. We can get Phantom Ranger one. Especially with the Power Rangers Unlimited and everything else. Hell, we can go back and they could start re-releasing issues from Go-Go Power Rangers. There's a lot of opportunity here to finally bridge that gap between the comics and the toys, and it's smart for it to be licensed out to McFarlane Toys because their QC, for me personally, I could say the QC is good. I've never had any issues with any of my McFarlane Toys, like figures at all, and I have a good amount of them. I go and I hunt a lot of the black label or the gold label ones. I have the whole entire Zack Snyder Justice League set. I have like the different ones from the Flash for just basically Batman because I wanted, the OG 89 Batman. I've got obviously all three of the different Blue Beetle ones, this and that. And also they do larger size black label, gold label ones. I keep wanting to say black label because of DC, because it says DC Direct right in front of me on the screen. I'm hoping this could lead to, if they're popular enough, maybe some of the non-page puncher ones where we get the larger size one like they did with like Blue Beetle and like Necron and this and that, where we could maybe get some Megazords involved. The downside to this is, once again, this does mean we're probably going to get a lot of Mighty Morphin Power Rangers. And I know everyone's like tired of Mighty Morphin, but it sells, okay? It's just facts. You can sit there and be like, they milk it. But yeah, they're only milking it because milk is still lucrative for them, But this is actually really cool. I really enjoy this. This is a really good announcement. I'm really excited. Yes, they are starting with Transformers and G.I. Joe. The G.I. Joe ones I'll probably get just because I've been tiptoeing around the idea of getting back into G.I. Joe figures. It's been really tough for me not to. But the thing is with Hasbro, they're doing like the whole like no windowless boxes for those, so it's kind of tough for me to like want to get into them. And Dungeons and Dragons makes sense also because of the comics, and they did release the old school Dungeons and Dragons animated series figures, which I have. I need to put on display. So all the different IPs they have, Power Rangers is just, that's the one I'm really hung up on right now because let's face it, Hasbro has not done a good job with the Power Ranger toys. That IP is just, from a figure standpoint, is just So to have the quality of McFarlane Toys come in, and I can only imagine what they're cooking up. Like I said, I'm really excited to see what it is. What do you guys think? I know Power Ranger, let's face it, collectors, like I started going in and just getting Bandai Super Sentai figures, like the Super Shotos and everything else, to offset the lack of Power Ranger figure diversity from Hasbro over the last couple of years. And I've actually been enjoying getting some of the Bandai ones because going on Buyee, I can find them pretty cheap. But this is actually really cool that, hey, this could be a big deal. Like I said, I see kids when I go to Target and this and that, they are grabbing these off the shelves, these page punchers. They are grabbing these. And for the price point of them, they're usually like, I think this one was like $7, $7 or $8. You get the comic and a little figure. Like, that's a good price. And it's also one of the things where it's like, okay, you're getting a Power Ranger figure, but you're getting a comic. If you're not reading the comics and you get that, and then you start reading it, like, oh, this is a good comic. And the next thing you know, you're going to a local comic book shop. You're grabbing the comics. You're getting the trades. So it's a win-win, in my opinion. But I'm looking forward to seeing what gets done, how they're going to pick what comics. I mean, I may have to email McFarlane Toys. They got a contact form. I'm gonna have to email them and see and inquire about some stuff. But that's it for the video. Let me know in the comments below what you think about this announcement. What figures that haven't been released would you like to get released in this, especially from the comics, but just in general, because I think some of the ones I mentioned are most likely going to happen. And I'm just really curious. So let me know in the comments below. I thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next video.